Well, our cruise around southern Japan on our first princess cruise on the Diamond Princess is not going as planned. That's right, we're on day 4 of our southern Japan cruise, and let's just say a typhoon has interrupted things. That's right, Typhoon Shanshan has been an issue for us since the day we left Yokohama. We were told as soon as we got on board that our first 2 ports of Kochi and Kobe were canceled because of the typhoon and the track it was taking. Instead, we were told we'd have to sail way south of Japan to avoid the storm, and then hopefully follow it back up toward the mainland and make our next port of call at Hiroshima on day 5 of the cruise. That's a lot of sea days. So for the last few days, that's exactly what we've been doing. We've been on board, watching the weather, feeling the weather a bit because we are following a typhoon and the seas have been a bit high, making things a little rocky on board. Nothing too intense, but those prone to seasickness are feeling it a bit. Before I get into what's happening with the itinerary, I'll just mention that although there's some disappointment around the itinerary itself, life on board, other than a bit of movement, has been great. The ship's crew have been wonderful, all the venues are open, there's no lineups, no queues, there's loungers available, everything is going as planned on board, everybody's relaxed and having a good time, and there's just that anticipation of what's going to happen next. Now for the itinerary, like I said, Kobe and Kochi were canceled, and we were optimistic that we'd make it to Hiroshima. Yesterday, the captain came on and gave us an update that indeed Hiroshima was now also canceled. So that's quite a disappointment for us and for lots of people on board. The good news is that the captain advised that they'd be working with local port authorities to see if they could find a replacement port to go to instead. He said they would have that update available for us today. And indeed, the captain did come on earlier and provide us an update that yes, they have found a replacement and we are heading to port tomorrow, day 5 of this cruise, and quite frankly, it's a port we had no inkling we would ever go to. It's not a place that we're planning to go, and I guess as part of the adventure of travel goes, we're heading to a new place. So although disappointed that we're not going to Hiroshima, we're excited that we get to check out a brand new place that up until just an hour ago, we had no idea we were going to. Now I'm going to hold off letting you know what that is for now, because we'll bring you our full experience from there in an upcoming episode. So be sure to subscribe and hit that bell notification so you don't miss that upcoming episode. Now in terms of the rest of the itinerary, Busan, South Korea was supposed to happen on day 7 of the cruise. Right now, it's still up in the air on whether we'll make it there. There's a chance that we'll have to do another replacement port, and there's a suggestion out there of what that might be, but that's still to be determined. So lots of unknowns still with this cruise. The hope is that by the time we get to day 7 of this 10 days, that we'll be able to make our last 2 port stops in Japan as planned. So we'll see what happens. So we're going to continue to bring you all those details in our upcoming episodes. So we're going to continue to monitor the impacts of Typhoon Shanshan because it's making landfall right now in Japan. So we're hoping for the best for everyone. So be sure to subscribe, hit the bell notification because we're going to bring you all the details about this new port, where we head next, the changes with the itinerary, what life on board is like as we follow this typhoon, and how this cruise ultimately ends. Hopefully with our original 2 ports. Thanks for checking in, and we'll see you in an upcoming episode. While we work to bring you the next episodes, be sure to check out these videos.